sent to end the reign of meta. This is the Commander Terminator. Welcome to the Game 3 of the second semi-final of today. You're looking at Helping Hands, who's 1-all up in this tumultuous tournament for him. We've had two crazy games. I'm casting today with none other than Von Ivan, one of the greatest KO2 players of all time. And he's watching Kimbo in the East. What do you think about this commander choice, Von?
I think it's a solid choice against Brits. Definitely helps with the 2-2-1. I've been seeing him use it a lot in stream, so I'll be interested to see how Hans tries to counter it. Now, what I think would be really insane is if Hans doesn't choose a Brit commander for another game. That would just, give him some brownie points in terms of excellence.
Yeah, it would. Of course, this is Nexus. It's just such a beautiful map. It had a little bit of a shaky start, I would say. I think its first iteration, do you remember it in Auto Match, Von? It wasn't the best.
No,
I really think it's
the community is split on it. I know there's a few people, Orange Pest, for example, that absolutely despise this map for a passion. I'm one of the few that actually like this map a lot. I think it's a wonderful map, but I know people, and I can understand why they don't like it. But it's had some adjustments to it.
I love the ambush opportunities we're seeing, like here with the Stern Pioneers in the south. It splits people, but I think they need to give it a chance. I think it's one of the better maps we've got for.
I think the map design is just great. Like if you look at the south where the building is, you see all those little flanking routes that are designed like that, so you get some really good plays around the fences and hedgerows and all that. So, and the design of the railway too. It's kind of like if you remember the Co-1 map, Wreck Train combined with an open, I don't know, like Crossing in the Woods or Langer Sky or whatever. So it's a nice combo of it.
General Masked Monkey, $50 benefactor, says, LMAO, Orange Pest passionately hates something. No way. Indeed. Less said the better on that one. as a third Folks Grenadier out for Kimbo. Of course, 4 Tommies from Helping Hands. We're going to have little pitter-patters of engagements all over the place. As it looks like Helms wants the northern fuel. And Kimbo wants to say, alala, you can't have this, as Borat would say.
Indeed, and we have 4 sections from Hans off the bat. No UC this time, or Vickers. Very ballsy play, but definitely a solid grid opening. What really shocks me is Kimbo deciding to go third bulk instead of 2-2-1. He could have already got the 2-2-1 out to keep him off of the fuel, but looks like he's about to build it now.
Yeah, he's got a truck out as well, so let's see how this one evolves. The infantry combat is getting interesting as Folks Grenadier drops down and is forced away. More Folks Grenadiers come behind the train carts there to defend.
I think that was a misplay from Kimbo not building the 2-2-1 right after the second bulk, because he could have prevented Hans from capping the fuel in the north, and now Hans is going to be able to get fuel and come for 5-man sections and AEC sooner.
I didn't know this, but Major Wolfia reliably, he actually made a tourney mode, or did all the attribute editing for it. He says that you need a truck out to get 2-2-1. Now, I love all the balanced modders, but they make some arbitrary changes like that are difficult for us mere mortals to follow. I know you know this kind of stuff, Von Ivan. But it's like sometimes you need like 3 territory points captured and 2 trees destroyed to get a unit out, and I'm like left thinking, why can't I build it? Why? Let me build it, Relic. Something like that. Anyway, here we go.
It's just to balance the fuel for it, because it's just such a good unit. If you get it out, even faster than the 2-minute mark, it would have a devastating effect on the battlefield. So it's just to delay the timing of it, so it's not so impactful on the field itself.
Big shout out to Titular Rope from New Zealand, who not only did he make these cool transitions we're using today, he's also published a strat on how to use the 2-2-1. It's live on YouTube, and it's pretty good strat, really good graphics usage. Yeah, go and watch it. Meanwhile, Tommies are getting eviscerated by the 2-2-1. Sorry, go on.
This is crazy. Hans, instead of going UC, which can help counter the 2-2-1, went Officer, which doesn't really counter the 2-2-1. So I don't know what his master plan is for this. He's going heavy infantry early on, but with the 2-2-1 on the field, he's going to be bleeding like crazy.
As Jim Ross would say, he's going to be bleeding like a stuck pig. As the 2-2-1 now climbs to its 5th kill. Did I say 5? I actually meant possibly 6, please.
Oh,
prove me right here.
Oh.
It will be
what
6.
He's doing.
Go on, what's he doing?
He's rushing AEC, that's why. That's why he's not building the UC. But still, he's going to get pinned in his base. And I don't know, this is a really risky play from Hans. Kimbo has both fuel points under his control now, but... Oh my god. He's not going mechanized, he's going medical. He could go for like a Puma to hard counter this, but... The absolute madman is going medical truck. I guess he's going for tier 4 rush instead of going for safe mech usage. That could backfire though once the AEC hits the field because the 2-2-1 needs AT. So...
Certainly does. And yeah, of course, we have to talk about Kimbo's nationality as Polish here. The Poles were famous for their OKW play in the last couple of years. Prodigali and Kimbo with those taking after Nagano and Jove with the Special Operations Command Panther in nearly every single tournament game for like 2 years. In this case, Kimbo's forced to go OKW thanks to the Commander Terminator format, meaning he can't keep using those Ostroupen commanders all tournament long, and he's forced to think a little bit outside the box. And the box in this case is going to be a Sturm Tiger. Grenade on the doorway. Oh, it wasn't quite there. Oh, and the 2-2-1 guns them down. 6 kills, nearly climbing to 7. It's now a 2-2-3, by the way, because it has a radio set. That's how that works. Ooh, so shooting through the flames. This should be okay, though. This ain't Co 1 where you could just get critted by flames randomly. They just deal health damage these days.
We do have the AEC in production now, so Kimbo's going to have to be real careful with this upgraded 2-2-1 not to get too ballsy with it.
He's got to be a little bit careful indeed, as we still see double fuel and a shoe mine on the southern point. Now we have a neutralized fuel point. Still Hans. He's been able to get it. Of course, it's Brits. He still gets the AEC out. Of course he does. It's even later than you'd expect. Exactly, yeah.
But Kimbo, he needs to run away with this 2-2-1 now, because he doesn't see 5-man sections, so he needs to calculate that Hans is going for an AEC. Oh boy, he's going to lose the 2-2-1 because he hasn't realized that Hans does have the AEC out.
He needs to realize it before it's too late. Let's make this into a cinematic. I've chosen to do
it up. Can he get away with it? Oh, and he does!
Oh my god, he survives? No way. The threat of a Faust was enough,
just
apparently.
In the nick of time, too.
I was so sure that would make a cool explosion for the cinematic.
Yeah.
Oh,
slightly disappointing.
It's like working with animals and children as a director. You never do it. This case, never work with light armor. It just doesn't do what you want it to.
Well, now if he sends it to the field point, he can definitely rush tier 4 P4 by around like the 13 to 14 minute mark if he times it correctly here.
STG's up on 3 of his 4 Focus Grenadiers as well, so he's utilizing all his munitions on that right now. Meanwhile, Hans, his build, you know, Brits are all about the late game potential. OKW are at the mid game potential. Never listen to Relic when they made those graphics saying how to play the command. Do you remember them? And it was all like wrong. OKW are all about mid game, I would say. Would you agree with that, Von Ivan? That late game, I find their manpower attrition's a little bit too much. What do you think? Von? You were reading your phone. I saw you on the webcam. I saw you. I saw you. Oh god, to have a girlfriend, eh?
Well, actually, it wasn't a girlfriend. It was a music playlist, but.
Was it really?
Yeah. I like to chill when I cast my Code 2 games.
What are you listening to? Like, this is really
the
cool. I want to know.
soundtrack. It's got a killer soundtrack.
Which soundtrack? Sorry.
The soundtrack from the movie Tenet. That everybody's gonna be watching.
No way!
Yeah. No, I choose Code 2 over my girlfriend. If she's texting me while I'm playing it, unfortunately, there's a priority there that she doesn't understand.
Oh dear, oh dear. was Chris Nolan being something it is proud of to be British about. A fantastic director. The British faction in Code 2, not so much. Assault officer watching on as the Foch Grenadiers take the cutoff.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
We do have the Rakettenwerfer moving up with the 221, which is bet 2. I'm actually shocked. Kimbo's using it aggressively and try to bait the AEC instead of locking it down for extra fuel income. That's definitely kind of a misplay, I think, because he could get the Panzer IV out even faster, but I guess he's trying to just keep the Brit infantry at bay, which is sort of working right now.
11 kills on that badass armored car. That's just... It's shocking for how early it comes in the battlefield, how much work you can do with it, you know.
Yeah. I mean, if he actually gets... Oh no, he hits him by... Oh, I could get snared. The 221's in danger.
Royal Engineers are coming for them. They're hungry. They're thirsty. They want to eviscerate this armored car. The Stern Pioneers stand in their way, however. Now it's the AEC's turn, but the Rakettenwerfer hits him flush in the face.
He could lose the AEC to the Rakettenwerfer with attack round.
Oh, we had a squad wipe elsewhere, Von. Where was that? Looks likely in the north, I guess.
A bulk squad. Oh, actually, wait.
Yeah, it was in the north. Look at all these bodies.
I think, actually, the section... No. I think a bulk...
Yeah, it's here on this cover point, look. On the fuel in the north. It's like a human centipede out there, there's that many bodies.
Oh, you're right. Bulk did go down.
Yeah.
You are right indeed. I wasn't sure at first because I thought, wait, Kimbo had 3 bulks, and then I was like, no, he's got 4.
Von
and I saw that, you know, Hans is 4 sections, so...
Trying to cast the best players in the world for the last, like, decade. I've gotten very good at aircraft investigation. I'm like, look, here's a piece of a jawbone. it's
you
pointing.
Caught that before I even did. I was obsessed with the 221 for a second there, but you were able to catch that.
Yeah, exactly. I can sift through human remains and find the answer to a solution, indeed. And we've got Stern Pioneers against Brendup Tommies, both outside of cover. 221's now climbs to its 13th kill, and it gets an angle on the infantry section. Meanwhile, mine detonates there. And the assault officer.
Rakettenwerfer's on retreat. AEC could actually chase it into the base.
And
but Hans doesn't die.
Come on, Hans! Get your snorkel out!
He's not going to do it in a turn.
There's so many lovely tropical fish out here. You could see them all. Don't just stay in the hotel and drink
I don't blame him
cocktail.
though, AE, because, you know, one bad mine or one Faust or whatever, and it could just backfire for him. So I can see why Hans is, you know, being cautious. If it was me, though, I'd just dive, baby, dive, just dive.
You would have seen the bottom of the Marianas Trench by now. You would have dived that bloody hard.
Even if I would have killed it, I would have just kept diving, just to let it dive.
Do you know what it's like? It's like you're the wingman for a guy that doesn't know how to pull a girl, you know, on a night out, and he's just not going in there. Do it, Hans. Make the move.
It's just like you can only do so much for the guy, and it's like you gotta just do it, man. Just do it. It's not that hard. Just look into her eyes and say, "Come on, let's come upstairs."
Oh, and now we go. He's getting.
There you go. He's going upstairs. He's going upstairs.
Oh, he's getting to second base, but the Rakettenwerfer blocks him. The Chad Rakettenwerfer is there, shaking his head, saying, "Nope, not today, my friend."
You're so close. You got blocked, You got absolutely blocked.
Indeed, by Slurty Dot.
He was up there, they were on the bed, and then here comes the boyfriend in the door, and it's like, nope, not today, sir.
Oh dear gosh. As we now see, the map is divided once more, largely in Kimbo's favour, it has to be said. I mean, he's trying to neutralise the fuel again, but Kimbo's had that much of it. I'm sure his Schwer's down, and yeah, indeed, it's authorised, and a Panzer IV on the way. Oh gosh.
Yeah, it looks like the game is going into Kimbo's favor here. Hans is going to need to pull out some masterful Brit plays here, but knowing Hans is a defensive player, all it takes is one Kimbo throw and he could go right back into the game.
Heat rounds available for Kimbo as well, so even if we see a Cromwell out, it's going to have a tough time of things. Just trying to destroy the cover here. Stop those Foch Grenadiers from dominating.
I good plays from Hans. Making sure to stay in green cover.
Ready for action.
That 2-2-1 is just trolling the hell out of Hans right now.
15 kills. And how much does it bloody cost? 220 manpower, 15 fuel. That is a very worthwhile investment for Mr. Kimbo.
You know what? If Kimbo gets that 2-2-1 to bet 5, I'll be really impressed. Because I've never seen a bet 5 2-2-1 in a 1v1 before. He's got it to bet 3 now.
Sander says it's 15 fuel for the upgrade. Of course, Sander, part of the balance team. That's what caught a lot of flack recently. I think undeservedly. I do think the balance on Ostrupen and Grenadiers is always going to be shaky, because I think Relic put one hand behind their backs and said, you can't touch Grenadiers. But still, I think...
last time they touched Grenadiers, we had the March Madness patch where Grenadiers were literally beating Shocks in a 1v1 unupgraded. So you want to try to prevent that from happening again.
Fair enough. And but we do see that the balance is really good. I think it has its quirks, but it's pretty damn good, I would say. What would you say, Vaughn?
Yeah, besides the fact that Brits are OP and everything is crazy, I think we're in a pretty decent... Out of all the balance patches, this one isn't too bad.
It's not too bad. It's like a 6 out of 10, I would give it.
Yeah.
Could be
worse. It could be worse.
It's been a lot worse. We know that from history.
Yeah.
As you see, the Panzer IV and the STGs advance. Sturm Pioneers urge them on with that Minesweeper out. And the Royal Engineers die for their sins as the... look at that Tooth 2-3 watching on.
Kill.
Tommy's die also. Oh dear, this is tragic.
He might lose another section on retreat if he's not careful. The AEC. Oh, it's trying to get away. Desperately running away.
Oh, the AEC's about to die as well. Kimbo takes that out as well. Oh my god, this has been an absolute termination. Indeed.
That 2-2-1-A, that's what won the game for him right there.
Yeah. That thing is... we're not even going to see it get vet 5, but it's got 18 bloody kills, this thing. Look at that mother.
I think Hans is going to try to save for a Cromwell and make one last desperate push. And he's getting Piats on his sappers now, so he's going to try to hold on for dear life, but Kimbo's got this one in the bag, I would say, at this point. In fact, I have a feeling he might call in a Sturmtiger in a second here.
We're going to show everybody this beautiful blossom tree. I'm a big fan of trees, Ron. It is a nice tree, so...
I'm not a fan of trees because they always block my Stuka shots.
They do!
So whenever I see a tree, I just... I try to burn it down to the ground as soon as I can.
That's what you're doing. Every time you go on a dog walk, you're actually taking a miniature pickaxe out with you.
No, I take my personal flamethrower out and I just go to town at any trees I see near me. I gotta let the anger out, That's what people don't see. Von after hours.
Projector infantry anti-tank. One of the worst anti-tank weapons of the war. Spring-loaded. Very ineffective and inaccurate. As we see it! Oh my lord! There you go! It is named after one of our glorious majors. This is Vox Phantom, the Sturmtiger.
Look at him push that rock in the front. Look at him push that rock. You go, Sturmtiger. You push that rock.
He's going in. Panzer IV watching on.
Showing the Rocky boss.
Don't kill my tree. Oh, he didn't. Good, good, good. He's going in for it, though. This could be absolutely horrendous for Hans. Can he keep his squad support? Yes, he can. Of course he can. This infantry section is this token sacrifice. Goodbye.
And it gets obliterated.
Bits of them will just fall. What's that? Oh, that was a bit of his ankle. Okay. That was Jenkins.
Oh, wait. The Sturmtiger could get abandoned from the MG base. Or the base MG.
Oh, he killed the tree! You bastard, Kimbo. How dare you?
They actually could get that Sturmtiger abandoned if Hans can reach it. If Hans can Grand Theft Auto the Sturmtiger, he might actually make a comeback here. It is still reloading. Oh shit, the Panzer...
Piats, come on, Piats! Make a comeback. Big comeback time. Sturmtiger, is he nearly there?
Oh
no, God. He's not. 5 seconds away. Panzer IV down.
What is he doing, Kimbo?
Oh, as the Cromwell comes out, this could be one of the most hellacious
Kimbo.
comebacks of all time. This could be awesome. Piet's repositioning. Sturm Tiger's going to target them.
Their Ketten's on the other side of the map.
He's going into the... He's going into position on him as well. He's wanting that heat grenade. Can the Cromwell penetrate? Yes, it can. Can he get the heat grenade off? Oh, he hasn't got the munitions. No. He needs to block him now. He needs to block him. The Piets are coming in as well. We've just had a Sturm Pioneer die as well. This is an amazing comeback by Hans. Kimbo got too cocky. He got too cocky. Pride before the fall, my friend. As we see, indeed, the Cromwell.
He gets that Sturm Tiger.
Oh, he could go for him, though. He's going to target him with this last rocket. Raketenwerfer gets taken out.
He gets it.
Oh, my.
If he can keep that Cromwell alive, he might just have a chance.
He might just have some crazy chance if this dastardly 18-kill 223 can somehow be killed as well. I think this is the linchpin of Kimbo's army.
All right, now he needs to just pick a doctrine. No, don't rebuild the officer, Hans. Pick a doctrine. Pick a doctrine, please. Like commandos. You need commandos or something at this point. Officer's not going to save you.
Obersoldaten out as well to keep up that pressure. That overwhelming pressure from Kimbo as he's got double fuel still and he looks certain to keep it as the dastardly 223 rears its ugly head once more. Infantry Tractor's trying to hide from him. You cannot hide from the 223, it seems.
And we do have a Panzer IV in production. That cloaked camo, though, is in one hell of a cheeky spot.
It is.
Path to the base.
Look
He's
at
trying
the
to
base.
bait with the 221.
Yeah. Cracking
But
play
Hans
by
isn't
Kimbo.
taking the bait. He's learned. Kimbo bait, no bueno.
Oh, Megatomic Dragon has just pointed out that Kimbo is not capping the third victory point, showing that it like.
I think he's doing it on purpose.
Yeah, he is.
Hans got to be careful with that Cromwell. He needs to repair it instead of there's a Panzer IV on the field now. Uh-oh.
Like every community, you do need your guys that throw a little bit of BM into the water because you need bad guys to motivate the players to compete as fiercely as they can. A little bit surprised that Loveness didn't have the well, he beat Kimbo, that was the thing. If Kimbo had beaten him, I predict that Loveness would have come back really strong in ML2. 223, just holding strong right now.
That's a Vet 4, 223, Jesus.
Oh my god, he's 60% of the way to Vet 5 as well, Von. You're nearly getting your wish, even if it is a tiny bit artificial.
He does also have heat shells with the Panzer IV, so he's going to need to really be careful with the Cromwell here.
To try and be a little bit in Kimbo's favour. Maybe he's like one of those cats that brings in like a dying bird and like thinks he's doing a good thing. He's like toying with the bird, letting it free in the house and like smacking it. And you just end up with loads of blood over the kitchen tiles. But he thinks he's doing a good job, you know? He thinks this is entertainment. But we're all like the cat's owners and we're like, oh, for God's sake, not again. Come on, Mr. Tibbs. Please stop killing the local avian wildlife. What do you think about that analogy, Von? I'm really trying to... I don't know, my adrenaline's kicking in. I've had 4 hours sleep and this is my 8th game of the day or something like that. So maybe I'm going a little bit LSD kind of territory here. I don't know.
Yeah, we're getting into Code 2 after hours at this point.
The twilight.
Not for me, it's still 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but for you, it's getting.
That's when I started. There you go. Oh, Zarok thinks it's deliberate. He's trying to tilt Hans into just tilt him with the trolling. Fair enough, Zarok. That's a nice competitive way to look at things. I like that view. Good.
Yeah,
good
giving
on you.
Hans false hope.
Yeah, perhaps. And when he realizes being toyed with, maybe it will tilt him and, yeah. It is, of course, this is not sudden death. Each player has 1 game won. So Kimbo will have a game 4 to look forward to. Folks Grenadiers with the STGs pushing the 6-pounder back as the Brendup Tommies watch on. Damaged engine on the 223.
Unit ready.
Unit ready as the Austria. I swear we've already seen Oberstdorf. What happened to that? Did he cancel them and go for a Panzer IV instead?
Maybe. He could actually go for a KT now if he gets the mechanized truck out.
Thank you to Zarok and chat. Again, he cancelled them for Sturm Pioneers rebuild. Fair enough. We did hear that they died when the Sturm Tiger was taken out. Obersoldat, and of course have their MG34 coming out. A veritable Terminator squad. We just heard a gun crew's been wiped. It was this MG34 down here. Nice little pickup for Hans, or
Definitely needs it.
definitely needs it. Yeah, absolutely.
But I mean, Hans has actually sort of stabilized the situation because they do have an even amount of armor on the field and AT. Kimbo is so manpower sapped from building overs in the 2nd Panzer Corps, he doesn't have enough to get a Sturm Tiger or another P4 out, so...
Because
Hans definitely has the ability to come back into this.
I would love it, absolutely love it, if Hans made a comeback in this series. He's been psychologically toyed with right now by the young Pole, who has such great mechanical skill in this game, Von, that he considers himself superior to everyone except Nagano, Asiament, and Lovenest. If your name isn't Nagano, Asiament, or Lovenest, he doesn't respect you, quite frankly.
Or Von Ivan. Kappa.
Well, exactly, yeah. I think, you know, sorry, Von.
Sometimes.
I'm sorry, Von. You know I'm a fan of yours. I'm sorry.
Sometimes, you know, Von can pull up here.
Your days aren't over, Von. You'll be back. You have to be. You're one of the greatest players of all time, for God's sake. Just like Castle Dev M earlier.
Okay. I wanted to become an underdog on purpose to make it, you know, to make the dream happen when they least expect it.
6-pounder, by the way, penetrating.
Oh, here comes the
Panzer
Kimbo
IV
blob of
as-
death. That 6-pounder's about to get analyzed by 3 volts.
Von, when's your birthday, by the way?
May the 28th.
Well, for next year, we've given you an early birthday present, indeed, as we do indeed have a Vet 5 223, everybody.
Oh my god. Alright, that's it. We need to play some birthday music in the background of this.
It's going on his Spotify playlist. I wish I was quick enough on the draw. Oh, it's going to get taken out. Just quickly, as we celebrated his existence, the Cromwell's
is it
coming
gonna
forward.
die?
Yep, it looks like
It might actually die. 1, 2, 2, 3, run! Oh, it's gonna make it. Look at that. That's just insane. We have a Vet 5 223 in the semifinals of Master League. And people said it's impossible. Kimbo's actually going for KT, I think. He's gonna get the mechanized truck down.
Kimbo's having a little disco party in the back there with all his tanks trying to
Oh yeah.
drive
But
around.
Hans
one
is
another.
stabilized. Look at that. He's forced Kimbo with his entire army pretty much back in the base, and he's back for a vengeance. He's getting the 2nd Cromwell in the build. Hey, this is he might actually pull it off. That's insane, considering like 10, 12 minutes ago he was pinned in his base and getting raped by a Sturm Tiger.
I would absolutely love it if we saw. I mean, I will speak freely, Von. I mean, a lot of people in this community are intelligent males, probably on the autistic spectrum somewhere. One of the biggest vices of that personality profile is arrogance. If you don't control your own arrogance, Von, you will pay the price. And I've suffered with it all my life. I'm 30 years old. Arrogance is something you really got to control. And Kimbo's like 20 or 19 or something like that. And he's clearly showing a little bit of arrogance here. He's not capped this northern victory point, if you're just joining us, for the entirety of the game when he had every chance to do so.
The game would have been over by now if he did.
It would have been over by now. It would be hilarious. Absolutely hilarious if Helping Hands wins this series and Kimbo, instead of winning $1,000, that's right, real money, real fans' money is on the line in this tournament, not just Master League points, giving a better seeding for a $20,000 tournament in November. This is high-stakes stuff. It would be hilarious if he's left competing for $200 in the best of 3 tomorrow afternoon. Instead of $450 or $1,000, he could be competing for $90 or 200. That's the difference between the third place playoff and the grand final.
I remember him saying yesterday in chat, Hans would be an easy cakewalk. So, I mean, if Hans wins this game or the series, I don't know how he's going to be able to explain himself. Maybe he'll just be like, I let Hans win. You know, I felt bad for Cam.
Yeah, as if anybody would turn down the opportunity for $1,000, especially, you know, in these kind of times.
Yeah, Kimbo doesn't need the money.
30 minutes into this game now. Go on, what
to
are you
be
going to say,
fair, he does have a bet 5-2-2-3, so that's, I mean, even if he loses the series, I'm giving him brownie points for the fact that he has a bet frickin' 5-2-2-3.
Oh, juicy squad wipe there, fade away, just off cam. I didn't even expect that, but of course, you know, with Brit's tanks, you always get it. Anyway.
That was a bulk wipe, wasn't it?
Yeah, it looked like it. Joza2901 says it's over for Kimbo. I love the kind of funeral rites given by chat members all the time. Whenever anything bad happens, it's over for this guy.
You know what's MVP for this AE? The double Piat sappers. That's just really, that basically is what saved Hans. This one unit took out a whole Panzer Corps and brought him back into the game. It's just, gotta give it to Hans for doing that.
In the south, you've got the Raketenwerfer set up, the Panzer IV joining him. The Tommies, as this game suddenly becomes a lot more interesting for the viewers, as it suddenly becomes a more competitive affair, and it's due to Kimbo, as we've said, and we're definitely right on this, it's not just speculation. He deliberately didn't cap the Northern Victory Point so he could go Sturm Tiger crazy in Hans's face. And he may pay the price, Von. He may pay the price.
Never underestimate the power of Piats. I swear to God, if the Piats end up killing the KT that it's a field, I'm just... I'll be like, Kimbo, come on, man.
Incoming tank! Move out!
Oh, Hans is going for the tier 4 building, it looks like.
He is. Evil. Oh, King Tiger ready. 68.5 tons of quantified destruction rolling slowly onto the field. In the next 2 minutes' time, Von Ivan, it's going to be in the center of the battlefield, and it's going to be using that huge 88mm cannon to wreak havoc on Hans's forces.
Beautiful sight. Alright, I'm gonna say one more thing. Kimbo with 600 ammo in the bank. I think with this doctrine you can call down artillery. You might as well just keep spamming artillery call down with the Panzer Commander upgrade if you can get it on the KT. Oh no, he's not doing it. He's getting a pencil mount MG.
Just did a camera-based tribute to Monty Python's Holy Grail there, where the knight's running at the camera and it takes forever. That was what I was trying to do anyway. As the Panzer IV is getting piated by the Royal Engineers, the King Tiger's already gotten 2 kills. Pencil mount upgrading.
I think that's another huge mistake that Kimbo's not upgrading the Panzer Commander for his vehicles, because he comes with artillery and having 600 ammo in the bank.
What?
You could just constantly call down artillery strikes on AT guns and all sorts of stuff. And you have extra vision as well, so I feel like that's another big misplay, because what is... He's not laying mines, and he's not spamming grenades, so what is he doing with the ammo? I mean, I guess you could use them for the emergency repairs. It's literally, I guess, the only thing he can really use it for now at this point, but he's not doing it, though. He's sending his Sturm Pios instead.
I'm going to engage a sneaky poll in chat. It's G3, Hans, Kimbo. Who's going to win, guys? I want to know your genuine opinion. Knowing that Kimbo kind of had this game in the bag and trolled a little bit, Hans is back in things now. What is your opinion on who's going to win Game 3 of this tumultuous best-of-5 series? Oh, Obersoldat looking low. Cromwell watches on and gets the kill on the Obers. That's going to sway the voting.
Whoa.
officer being forced away by the Panzer IV. Back in the centre, the infantry sections building sandbags, helping answers in this one for the long haul yet again. Getting past the time he told his girlfriend we'd be finished by. Not that she made me like promise we'd be finished by. I just said, oh yeah, probably at 7 o'clock. That'll be fine. 5 hours of casting, that'll do me. another 3 hours on the horizon by the looks of things.
Hans has just made an ultimate comeback here.
Absolutely. See the 223 is on 27 kills. King Tigers. Look at this unholy trinity of Panzer destruction.
And this is without a comment as well. Gotta hand it to Hans.
There's 2 Oliver Cromwells doing their duty for Blighty. We are taking effective fire, as the King Tiger, he says. He's not lost so much health, though. And Hans is now pushing in the south. He's getting really confident now. And don't forget that Kimbo only has 164 victory points himself. It's not like he has some unassailable lead. Oh, King Tiger's got damaged engine thanks to the heat grenade. She'll be alright, though. We've got a Panzer IV on the way as well, but he's been penetrated by the Cromwell, of all things. Oh, wow. This is an arduous battle, to say the least.
Hans has won the poll with 69% of the vote. Kappa Pride.
Kappa Pride, indeed. People think Hans is going to win Game 3, which is hilarious.
Nice.
Nice.
Anyway.
What was that? The cartoon from the Nickelodeon days?
South Park.
Was it? Is that what it's from? Oh, my bad. Okay.
South Park. You got the head cop going. When
nice.
Stan goes in he's like, my brother's been banging the teacher, and the cop's like, was it a male one? And he's like, no, female. Nice.
Do you know what was nice? That Panzer IV obliterating that squad in the south there.
Quality. Anyway, that Cromwell survived. I can't believe it.
I thought it was, I can't remember the Nickelodeon cartoon. It had this British adventurer he was ginger with a mustache. And he'd be like,
Dora
nice.
the Explorer?
What was, no, not Dora the Explorer. Like, somebody help me out here, please. Nigel, I think his name was. Nigel Thornberry, that's it.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, Tommy's forced away as the Cromwell gets a good penetration in, but a bounce shot.
Deflection.
Indeed. Oh, 6-pounder taken out. As the King Tiger named... Indeed. Oh, look at that. Oh, my lord.
But we got a Firefly about to hit the field from Hans here, AE. That's going to make the KT a little bit nervous. Especially once tulip rockets are equipped. And we also have a half-track from Hans. I think to reinforce from. We also drop weapons.
6-pounder eviscerated. Will it be now attack ground out of consistence? Using attack move of all abilities. There you go. It's no more thanks to Raketenwerfer. As the slow march up. There's the tulip rocket, so he stuns him. Cromwell could go in here. Hans needs to pull the trigger and take full advantage. Can he get something done? Come on, we need to see something big, but here the second Panzer IV is pushed in against the Firefly, and the Königstiger re-emerges. Oh, indeed.
Firefly needs to get out of there. The poor Panzer IV just barely making it out alive, but gotta be careful though. Still, the Comet, the Firefly.
The Raketenwerfer is pushed up as well. Von Vet 3, Cromwell's taken out by the Vet 4. Panzer IV nearly
so close.
Pietz to save the day, perhaps.
No, Pietz is suppressed by the MG.
They take out one of the Panzer IVs though! The Mega Piets are relying on their bellies. We need you now if we've ever had you before. Vet 5 Photon Grenadiers come to point guard action for those dastardly Royal Engineers. As we see a triple cap now from Kimbo.
Yeah, Kimbo's like, okay, enough playing with Hans. We need the triple cap now. He knows he's in a bit of a sticky situation.
Field reports indicates the enemy is left with only 75 points.
And Hans picked a commander here, the Special Weapons Regiment, calling in an AT rifle section.
Pioneer Cooper is
Not a
ready for action.
bad idea, but again, not much else he can do with the commander besides having the. Oh, he's doing a Tootsie. Hey, he's doing a Tootsie.
What's he doing?
A twisted Tootsie M5. He's put a section in the half track and transporting it up north. I was hoping he'd put the Piats in there as well, because there's a thing where Tootsie goes M5 as USF.
Yeah.
It's double RE bazookas, and he actually killed Love Nest in a tournament game, if I recall correctly, just by doing that.
His warp speed plays as with the overdrive were hilarious back in the day. Twisted Tootsie.
Oh god.
Number 2, US player, I'm pretty safe in saying, right? After yourself, is that right?
Yeah, it used to be Dave, but then Dave left for the army, so it became Tootsie.
I had Dave as GCS2 Seed 1 provisionally, and then he went into the army. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
dude,
that
come
was
on.
the biggest disappointment in the world, because Dave was one hell of a player, I have to say.
He was awesome, yeah, really good. Koenig's Tiger, by the way, up to 15 kills, 2 vehicle destroyed as the Rakettenwerfer hits the Firefly straight in the face.
Yeah, that 5 Raketten is going to be a serious problem for Hans, because it's got insane range and fire rate, and it can also camo. Got the P4 blitzing around, though. Hans is going to have to be careful, bringing the Cromwell back to defend.
Oh, tulips!
Oh, he gets tulips!
Get him!
Kill it!
Piat's now coming as we see a squad wipe just to the north of your
hits the
camera.
mine.
He gets an out of control on the mine there. A tale of 2 engagements.
Oh,
But
that is
helping
a
Hans.
massive win for Hans. He still has to deal with the KT, but with the Panzer IV out the field, this is going to be a bit of a tricky situation for Kimbo.
Did you say Panzer IV off the field, Von? He's just built another one.
Oh, and to replace it, we have a new P4. Uh-oh. Once the Firefly hits Vet 3, though, that's when Kimbo has to... Oh, Kimbo just annihilated a Vet 3 Piat squad by the strategic point.
It did, yeah, absolutely. 47 victory points ticking down.
Oh, man. Hans, don't lose it. Keep the good fight going.
Rear armor's penetrating. Cromwell dives in. He's looking for a heat grenade as well. Can he get it off? Has he lost enough health as the
He wipes the Vet 5 Rakettenwerfer.
Oh, nice
There's
wipe
the
as
Tapper
well.
on retreat.
Meanwhile, Firefly. Oh,
Yeah,
the
he does.
Piat legends
steal the
die.
Steal the Raketten Hans.
Von wills it. Oh, he's even sending him messages from 5 minutes in the past, hoping that it happens.
What is he doing? Hans, you can steal.
Tulips the Panzer IV, but misses.
Oh, he misses it.
Oh, and then bites the dust. Hans has got to
No,
tap out
Hans,
at this
what are
point.
you doing?
You're in a guillotine choke in round 3. You're
Oh,
down on the judge's
no.
scorecard, Hans. Just tap out, my friend.
No.
End this suffering.
He gets the Raketten at least, but not the Firefly was key. How is he going to deal with the KT? man, this is
M3 half track with Piats on. Circle
Well,
strafing him all.
That's really all he's got left at this point. I was so
Enemy
close.
threatening a capture point.
I guess Kimbo actually did it in the end. He actually trolled Hans into
We've
false
25
hope.
points
and,
left. Nil Vesper random, as they
yeah.
say. Supplies looking
Yeah.
a bit squiffy.
Crushing on the Tommies. But we might as well be watching AI game right now, because it has been a bit of a troll, unfortunately, but oh well. As
Oh, actually,
out of control goes the Panzer IV. But 20 victory points from... Oh, he gets... what? I thought that wasn't possible, an out of control.
Just knocked out of
I thought that was...
Where's my luck?
He even gets a tournament mode out of control kill. How is that possible? I thought that was removed.
Apparently not.
That's why we tried to remove it. It's too powerful.
It's Relic is too powerful. You can't change the engine.
No, just one attribute probably slipped through the net there of Woofia's attribute editing. He had to go through every single vehicle in the game, every single target table attribute, and try and find them all, and they're all hidden. So unfortunately, it seems some slip through the net now and again. Even out of control shots apparently are penetrating. It shouldn't have been possible. But as we all know, this game should have been over 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, it was just... Man, Hans had a chance, and Kimbo just did it again, literally.
He did indeed. 4 victory points are ticking down now.
That bet 5223 though.
The enemy cut our supply line.
I guess he did it for the bet 5223. That's why.
Zarok theorizes, he knows his stats. He reckons maybe the heat round screwed with the out of control attribute or something. Like, that's just crazy to think that just because an ability's active, it might mess with the attribute or something. Mate, how does this game work? Is it like lasers and tortoises or small beavers in Vancouver with balls?
100 points remaining.
I mean, from South Park, you know, the reference there. I wasn't on about testicles, of course. I'm sure it's not operated based on
Oh, you
that.
mean the Christmas critters?
No, when they've got the, like... It's decided, I can't remember what it is decided. I think, like, in NSA headquarters, it's like little beavers with... And Hans, of course, drops from the game.
Rip.
Rip, yeah.
Press F in chat for Hans. He made a loyal effort to come back into this game, and he fought valiantly, but bet 5223 too OP. Please nerf.
In a world without variety, brutality is the only strategy. The Master League presents a tournament format sent to end the reign of meta. This is the Commander Terminator.
And that was game 3. I mean, yeah.
This is going to be a long series. I have a feeling. If Kimbo doesn't take the next game, oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, let's wait and see. And let's see how it goes. See if the players have taken a little break after that one. See if the next game's available. It is not. They are taking a bit of a break. So that means Von Ivan and I are going to have a little break ourselves. So enjoy the slideshow. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Thank you and goodbye.